company watching.
What are you knocking over?
I haven't knocked anything over yet. I'm trying to knock stuff over.
Stop it.
I knocked anything over. Oh, we're talking this time, aren't we?
We're talking.
Yeah, you ready? You ready?
Are
you in here?
Oh, I'm in here.
All right, ready? And all right. How about that?
Oh,
You've shaved.
I shaved.
You got a new buzzer?
No.
Buzz it all off?
Went over and said hi to my favorite.
Got a new bag.
Sauce.
Yeah?
That's right. Yep, went saw you.
Yeah. And she did another fine job, right?
She did. And she just buzzed it down. She didn't shave it. She just...
It's about time. Howdy, y'all. I'm Mr. Holga.
Yeah, I'm Todd. Todd.
He's just Todd today.
Todd.
And this is Don's used photo equipment.
Yes, it is.
It is. So I just wanted to show you. Look.
For those who don't watch, because I'm Todd.
First of all, do you know what this is?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah.
What is it?
Gear shifts.
No. This is a Millennial theft protection.
Well, yes, it is. It's a Millennial theft protection.
Because if your car has one of these, they cannot drive it.
They cannot steal it.
So before we get started, though. Actually, since we've started, we started right now.
We started.
Please, because we appreciate everybody, do share, like, subscribe.
Tell a friend.
Tell a photo.
Tell a print. Tell a fax.
We thought maybe if we put that up front and go ahead and just click the like button, you're already here.
Click like, you're watching, you like it. And then I think that shows up somewhere, doesn't it? Everybody, people say, yo, you like this.
Yeah, the more you like it, the more views we get.
Yeah.
And we do appreciate the views.
Man,
so thank you very much.
Exactly, because it's just this month alone, man, the hours watched just shot up.
It has a lot. And we have you guys to thank.
Yeah,
we really do appreciate it.
Yeah. Despite all the BS, we shovel up here. We get a lot of people watching.
Todd's he's a sensitive soul.
People have been making
he doesn't take criticism as well.
Fun of me.
You know, I put out a comment here recently on Twitter about once again photographing street photography, shooting the backs of people's heads. I only used my photos this time. I thought I was about to start World War III again. But that was not the case. I'm like, apparently,
just World War II.5.
Apparently, people are pretty sensitive when you tell them that a particular genre of photos, the genre being backs of heads, is not widely received. I don't understand that one. Anyways, so I got a new bag.
Yes.
And mind you, he's not selling these at the shop.
Nope.
But I got myself a new bag here.
Because this is an upper scale bag, evidently.
He doesn't sell anything like this. But as I wanted to show it off because obviously you guys know Holga Week is coming.
Yes.
And Holga Week is when?
Whoa, man! If it only had a particular date and time every time.
If only.
Like October 1st through the 7th. I mean, that way people would be able to remember it year after year.
Every year.
Right.
And this year, actually, my brother is going to participate. And he's like...
Hey, is he doing it under assumed name? So he's
going to...
treatment?
His last name is not Holga, so you won't know who he is. But he definitely is... he's like... He goes, can I participate? I'm like, I'm not judging. I don't care.
You know how many people ask, is that his name? Real name? No,
it's not his name.
But
anyways,
if he could legally change it, he would.
So my brother wants to participate. I think my mother wants to participate. I'm like, hey guys, go ahead and shoot Holga Week. I'd love for you to shoot Holga Week.
Yeah.
But if you're chosen for the champion, you're gonna have to take one for the team. It's just the way it is.
Yep.
Actually, that's out of my hands because Urn is. I talked to him. Yep. We've emailed back and forth. Urn is alive and well, and he is ready to
step up to his role.
To step up and select the next Holga Week champion 2020.
If you want to find out a little bit about who he is, you can go back and
you look at the video above your head.
That says acceptance speech.
Yes, Urn gave a lovely acceptance speech.
He did. And we had a lot of people who watched it from last year.
We certainly did.
Yeah. So also at the end of this too, in the comment section, just let us know, hey, if you're participating in Holga Week or not.
Absolutely. Go ahead and just let us know. It's like, yes, just write down there below.
Yeah.
Right down below me, just say, yes, I will be shooting for Holga Week because we'd love to know.
Yeah.
So I got myself a new bag.
Yes.
And this one is like 2 inches shorter than the other bag I have. But technically, it only looks like it's 1 inch shorter than the other bag. I don't know.
Because it's so stuffed.
It's a Peak Design bag.
But also, it's a different color.
It's a Peak Design. It's a different bag.
Look, it's even autographed.
I did put a little bling on there.
Oh, sweet.
So I filled my bag with only Holga cameras.
That's right.
The question is, Todd, how many Holga cameras do I have in my bag? What is your guess? What is your guess? Well, that's a little much. So way. This, Todd, if this is The Price is Right, you would be out. You would have no. So let's go through here. I have there's a 1. That's a standard Holga 120.
120.
All right. Here's 2. This is my TLR.
I love this one. This was fun.
The TLR. Yeah. Although it's not really a TLR, but
it looks like a TLR.
Number 3 is going to be my wide pinhole.
Wide.
Now I went ahead and put in my little tripod in here as well.
Yes.
Now this is my most coveted.
Oh yes.
My most coveted of all the Holgas is my Holga wide.
The wide.
That is a 6x12 Holga wide. Takes very wonderful pictures. And just for the fun of it,
yes,
I have my Holga 135 in here.
The 135.
So what do I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cameras in here. 5 cameras in this one little bag. That's actually quite a
few, especially with this one in there.
In this smaller bag.
Because these things are huge.
Yeah.
Yes. We've got another, and he's going to put the link up there about whenever we talked about all those different Holgas.
I'm going to put it above your head?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I'm going to sit there and do that, and you probably won't put it up there again, but yeah.
He's going to look silly pointing above him.
No more silly than I normally look.
All right. So
there you go.
A slightly smaller bag, but yet I have 5 cameras in here.
5, yeah. That's a lot. That's
plus film.
Yes.
This is how I roll.
That's it. Man, a lot. That's quite a bit.
Okay. So first of all, we have a pretentious show for everybody today. We're going to use lots of big words, but we're going to take care of some business, Todd.
Okay.
Oh, thank heavens that none of you came into the store and said, oh, thank heavens.
Nope. Not a one.
Not a single one of you
not a one.
Came into the store and said, oh, thank heavens. I tell you what, you could have had free Twinkies.
Free Twinkies.
Would you like a Twinkie, Todd?
Yes.
I'm going to have a Twinkie.
Yeah.
And for those of you who say, I don't like it when you guys eat on the videos. It's like, well, you could have come in here and had a Twinkie.
Exactly, and prevented us from doing this. But you know what?
Uh-huh.
Had
you come into the store, you would have had free Twinkies. Edible Twinkies would have lasted 1,000 years.
And if we could have left this up there 1,000 years, we'd still be able to pull it off and eat it.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's how they knew how to make
I'm sorry, I have to get through 3 bites of this first.
I understand.
And I had to make sure I had a drink here because I knew I wasn't going to be able to talk afterwards.
Well, I want to eat the rest of mine later. And we could have had something to wash our hands with too. See, you can tell we don't prepare for these things.
All right,
but the Twinkies are gone.
You guys had more than a month to claim these free Twinkies,
and we still got 1,000 years left on the expiration.
And I think you only had one person come in here even mention it.
He did,
but yet didn't want the Twinkies.
No, he just wanted to see if we had them.
Just wanted to see if they were still here.
Yeah.
Well, they are not here anymore.
No longer.
Half of them are here, and half of them will be there.
That's gonna be my dinner tonight.
So Todd, it's school season, and I believe that's spelled SKOOL. It rhymes with cool.
Yep.
It's school season. Tell me about school season.
School season. That's whenever students come in lost and worried.
Wait, students come into here?
Yes,
into the shop?
Because their teacher tells them to.
The teacher tells them to.
That's the only reason.
Well, they're looking around. They look lost. And you'll say, can I help you? Why are you here? And they say, because my teacher said so.
My teacher sent me, and I am looking for, and then they go through the whole list of things, which is nice. I mean, it's okay. I'm looking for a 35mm camera that you can control the f-stops and shutter speeds on. And that you can
fully manual?
Fully manual. And I don't know what that is.
I've never heard of that before in my life.
Could you explain to me what your teacher told you to say? No, we're not making fun of it.
Can we name any of these teachers, or do we know any of the schools they're coming from?
Yes,
He says yes, okay, and then he says nothing. I like that. It's like,
well, I could.
It's like that line in A Few Good Men. Tom Cruise goes to Jack Nicholson. So feel free to elaborate, and he goes, "Thank you." It says nothing. That's probably my favorite line. Feel free to elaborate.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's exactly right. Exactly. Yes, but yeah, they come in and they're always, there's like a list of things that they have.
Well, what's the common list?
Of course, they need the camera.
Right.
And the film.
Yes.
And the film is either usually an HP5 or a T-Max 400 or the Tri-X. It's a 400 speed.
So all those, it's going to only be black and white.
Only black and white.
Right.
And then they also need to usually get paper, darkroom paper. And they usually start off with a 25 count sheet, because if they get the 50 or 100, then they open it up in the daylight and misses the whole thing up.
Yeah,
so
you don't want to mess up.
You only do that 1 or 2 or 3 times. But they also then need film preservers, 35-7B.
The sleeves.
The sleeves. And then they usually, and I've got them this year, I used to not have them, but I finally found a source for them, the microfiber cloths.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and so I just by chance found a source for them.
That's right over here, right?
No, it's over there.
Grab one.
Oh, be right back.
Be right back. And while you're there, grab one of those groovy straps, because those are a must.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you come in here for a camera and you pass by these straps, then you're really missing out.
Whoops. Let's see here. Let's get this.
There you go. Oh, now he's knocking stuff off.
Man.
Now look who's making mess. I'll take the straps.
Okay.
There we go.
Yes, and so the camera, then of course they usually get straps. They need straps with it.
These groovy straps.
Well, I call them the hippie straps.
Well, they are groovy.
And these are the cloths, which I got for the first time. Found a source for them, and microfiber cloths. And now I've got some. So there's usually a list with cameras, the film,
right,
the darkroom paper, the film preservers. The things I usually don't carry or I don't have are the gloves. Do you have cotton gloves?
Oh, cotton gloves.
No.
I used to use cotton gloves a lot because I was worried about getting fingerprints on. But then I just realized, like, well, Michael, just hold the film by the edge. And I found that I'm very adept at never touching the film. I'm only holding it by the edge. All the way from processing to scanning, I have just completely found a way. Hold it by the edge, never touch the film.
Yep.
Now, there are some very tiny, like if I slide it in the archival film, you can't hold it by the edge to get it out. You have to like pinch an edge. But otherwise, you can really get away with it very easily.
And though the students usually come in probably like the second week when classes start.
Okay.
Because they didn't get everything prior. But I've had a few parents come in who bought them for their students. Well, because they're in other states.
When you send your mom into the store.
Mom and dad. No, they both come in. And I had someone come in and buy it for their daughter who's up in Colorado taking class.
All right. So they're going to ship something out.
They're going to ship it all, pack it all up, ship it all out. But the hippie straps,
these
are really popular.
They are. They're nice looking straps.
They are. But the fun part of the hippie straps,
I mean, they don't even make this.
Wow, this is actually no, they don't.
They don't make these straps anymore. So when you see them, you should snag.
Right here, a little holder to put your film in.
Yeah, some of them will have holders.
Some of them will have them, and I don't. Yeah.
Oh, this one's got holders right here.
There you go. That one's got it right there, and yes, these are.
Take your film and you can put it in their bandolero style.
Yes, and just go shooting. And I don't have many of these. These things have become very, very popular over the years.
And this holds like 1, 2, 3, 4 rolls of film in here. You can have it in your strap. So it'd be just you and your camera. You don't need a camera bag. You just need one really good strap.
Sold one. Also at this time, and cameras are pretty much going pretty quickly. Sold one that had Mickey Mouse on it.
Oh, yes.
Mickey
I think I've got one of those.
Yes. And they are collectible. And this is the Mickey Mouse with the film slots in the back. And it was clean. I mean, it was a really nice, clean Mickey Mouse. And the guy came in, the family that bought the camera for their daughter.
Yeah, for the kid.
Yeah, for the kid, called and asked if I had an AE-1. I said, yes, I do right now. Right now. And then in between that call and them coming in, somebody came in and got the AE-1, and they came in. But then I had some others, and they actually picked an X700, Minolta X700 to use. And it worked out better because it's lighter weight. It's still a really good camera.
Okay.
But the guy who bought the AE-1 bought the Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse strap.
I saw it in here. It was in here for at least a week. I mean, or at least 2 weeks, right? It was a nice looking strap. So
great strap. But
I mean, they're very personable. They just harken back to a different time, and they've got great colors to them. So if you see more than like these things haven't been sitting out in the sun. They've probably been in somebody's camera bag, nicely rolled up. So the colors are very vibrant. They've been sitting in the dark for years. Yes, and they just look great.
A lot of times I will buy a box of stuff because they have those in it.
Yeah.
And otherwise, we'd probably passed on it. But
I mean, you've got a rack of those straps over there, but then you have the old, like, there's a big rack of black straps over there.
Yeah.
The black straps are like, there's the black
blah.
straps. Everybody gravitates to these nice, colorful straps.
To the colorful ones. And then I've got the straps over here that are $10. They're on sale for $10 a piece. Mm. And there's some cool ones over there.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I've been selling those for $10 a piece. And then, of course, accessories such as the camera bag where you can just stuff the camera in face down.
Right.
Or lens down, I should say. And that's great for schools because it protects the camera. And you put film and odd and little things around the pockets on it. And they're only $20 a piece. So, yeah. And, that will start up in probably the next week or two.
Hmm.
And we'll see. But some of the classes are starting off online, but transitioning into in-person by October.
Well, I mean, I can see in-person classes being a very doable thing, especially if you're going to go out and do shooting in areas. You can definitely, because we've already done photo walks where we can kind of disperse.
Go to one area separately and then just disperse out.
So Mr. Snaps and I, we're going to go shooting tomorrow, and we're actually going to check out a park that's up in McKinney. He found it online. I don't know if it's a 10-acre park, but it's a park. It's got mountain bike trails. It's got a small lake-ish pond out there and all sorts. And so we're going to go check that out. And of course, when he says bikes, I was thinking, it's like, well, how cool would that be to have not a photo walk, but maybe a photo bike where you can just go bike somewhere and take photographs. I mean, that would be pretty cool. Yeah, of course, I don't have a mountain bike yet. I would have to go get one to make this happen. That would be pretty cool.
Rent one.
So with school, you said keeps coming big, cool cameras, right? And you've got a big, cool camera.
Well, I tell you what, I do have this. This is the fully loaded Canon AE-1.
This is the top of the line, right?
This is the top of the line of the AE-1s. So we've got
I'll take that cap.
The cap, and then I hadn't taken this thing off. The hood.
I mean, it's got. I don't know that I have maybe 50s that got a hood.
And this needs to be cleaned off. A 51.4 SSC. The Canon AE-1 program with the winder.
Oh yeah,
the winder and the data back.
Ooh. Now the data back is doing what? It's recording the data,
the date, the year, the month, the day,
or it's putting that on the film.
And guess what year it ends?
Oh, what year it ends? Ooh, I'm gonna guess 1997. It does.
Yes. 1997, and then it goes 1, 2, 3, 4.
How early does it go back though?
It starts at 87.
So it only, only 10 years.
87.
Canon, that's an awful lot of forward thinking there.
Yeah. Well, every 10 years is when Nikon used to trade out their flagship.
There's no possible way this camera will still be functioning 10 years from now.
Not past 10 years.
Not past 10 years.
Yes.
That's hilarious.
It is the Canon Databack A. I guess if you want to get up to the later ones, you have to get Databack B. But this is funny because it is the absolute complete deal. And probably owned by somebody who did,
I mean, that's a serious chunk of camera.
Photogenic. I'm sorry, it's just a photojournalist. So they sit there and shoot and take.
Now that's quite a chunk on the back here because normally you're used to the camera coming right up to your face. I mean, that's your face is going to be another ½ an inch away from the camera because of that extra data back on.
Oh, this is why people come in and they start doing this and then their fingers get down in the middle of it. It's amazing, but you don't notice your finger in there. So what do? You get your hand up underneath it. Focus it like this, and that way if your right hand drops it, your left hand catches it. Safety net.
He doesn't take any photos, guys.
I've never
taken. He's never handled a camera before in his life.
But the Canon AE-1 program, fully loaded.
Fully loaded. Here, put these bigs back on.
Oh man,
I don't know. Let's not separate the lock from the camera.
Yes, that's true.
I mean, that's a pretty looking camera. Somebody is going to be happy to have that camera.
Well, yes, we're gonna put batteries in it and wind it all
test
up, test it out, and see what the heck happens with it.
I mean, so last week we showed off the Minoltas you have in here. You've got the Canon AE-1s in here. I mean, you're getting new SLR, fully manual SLRs in here
for students
all the time. For students, you're trying to hold them back, but if a customer comes in and wants one,
right?
Customer's a customer.
I will have something like an AT1 and AV1 Canon which were the predecessors to the AE-1.
Yeah.
So the difference is they just probably have fewer speed dials on them.
Well, all right. So we didn't want to get. I don't want to get too far off on this one.
Yeah.
But you also buy cameras. So
Yes,
if somebody has a camera,
yeah,
don't call.
yeah,
Just bring it in and
Film
show it
cameras,
to him.
film
Show it to him.
cameras.
Film cameras. Now he doesn't really want digital cameras. This is not really what you do here.
No, but every now and then I buy stuff with a digital camera in it. And in fact, I've got like a Nikon around here somewhere, which since I sold my Canon camera that I was going around taking pictures with.
Yeah.
I got this digital Nikon that's working, and now I'm taking pictures. And I just put one up on my Facebook page.
Somebody's probably going to want to buy that.
No. Yeah, no.
The camera.
It always happens. But I just got in 500 rolls of Portra 400, 300 and 120, 200 in
You mean
35.
this Portra 400?
That Portra 400, the world's finest grain.
This Pro Pack of 400? You
Pro
have several
Pack.
Pro Packs of 400 there.
I've got 230.
Notice how
10,
quickly he takes that away
25,
from me.
7. Yeah, well,
I wasn't even going to put it in my shirt pocket. this time.
No, like the other one. No, but yeah, I mean, I've got 490, 80 rolls of 120.
You're busting at the seams
200
with Portra, I see.
With Portra 400, I am. I just went ahead and bit the bullet because wedding season is going to really get going in September, October.
I think people are going to say, you know what? Let's just do this wedding. Let's just do it. Let's do it. And you're going to need a photographer, and they're going to need to shoot it
on film.
Yeah.
And then the wedding photographers will come in and start just woofing it down. Thursday I sold over 100 rolls of film.
Wow.
One day. Guy came in from Austin. And I always tell you this, guy came in from Austin. So he goes, I'm up here. I Googled, found your name. And what brought me in was your picture of your wall of film.
Yes. It is quite the wall. Film? You sell film?
Film, yes. And he so I said, okay, well, what would you like? So he got one roll of Cinestill.
Just the one?
The one roll.
I love it when they get just the one roll.
And I set it down there and I said, are you sure? Because, Cinestill's having some issues with their processing.
Mm-hmm.
And evidently they screwed up a whole batch.
Now he's in the store at this time.
He's in
the store, standing in front of you. He's asking for one roll of Cinestill. He came all the way up from Austin.
Well, he was doing a job.
He's here for other
while
things,
he was here, he was going to get one roll. So I said, well, you may want to, since whenever I run out of this, that's going to be it.
Yeah.
For a while. And maybe not September, October before they really get back into stuff.
Right.
So we grabbed 2 rolls. And we were talking for a little bit
Big spending.
More. Well, no, that's fine.
All right.
And we were talking for a little bit, and he goes, well, you know what? I tell you what, I'll just take a 10-pack. Hands me the 2 back, put 10 out.
Yeah.
And he goes, I need to create some expenses and stock up on my film. So he bought 10 rolls of the 800 120.
So it looks so much better on my taxes.
He bought 10 rolls of 10 rolls of something else, 10 rolls of something else,
Right.
10 rolls of something else, and then a Pro Pack of Portra 400, a Pro Pack of 800, and a Pro Pack of Hectar. He wound up buying 55 rolls of film.
Wow, I did the math. I'm not going to say what the math is, but that's quite a chunk of change.
It was a chunk of change, and it was funny because he just started off with just one roll.
The one roll.
It went to 2 rolls,
and
then it went to 10. Then it went to 55. It was just.
My wife says when you go into the grocery store, you don't have a list. You buy too much stuff.
Yes, that's actually.
If you come in with a list, and it said 1 roll, but the list says I only need 1 roll.
Yep. And then you get 1 roll. But it was fun. But I've had several people that's happened to. It's like they're here, and one guy came in and he bought 53 rolls.
Wow.
Yeah, because that's all I mean.
I don't buy 53 rolls at a time.
10. Well, he's the one doing the project with a photography project with kids 12 to 17.
Oh yeah.
And he's connected in with a bunch of others. It's the information's on my Facebook page. It's one of the posts on the Facebook page.
Okay.
And that's about all I know of it. But once a month he's going to come in and buy about 60 rolls of film, and for these projects. And so that means that I have to stock up. Thus the big stock up on that film. Got 100 rolls of HP.
He's got a lot of film here right now.
Yeah.
All right. So hold on.
Next month I'm going to have to really stock up.
Hold that thought, because the camera's about to end.
Oh. Well, we don't. If
All right.
he sees this, he'll know why.
Okay.
But 8 by 20.
Okay.
And what's funny is that whenever I got this in, a day or two later, I bought a pile of stuff and I didn't really look at it. But the 2 days later, I looked at it. I bought an 8x20 camera that would work with this.
Wow.
So not only do I have the film, which is not mine, it's for a customer from the ultra large format year, I actually have a camera now that can go with it.
Okay.
And we'll have to show that sometime.
All right.
And the guy that's buying this says, you know, I told him about it. He says, yeah, I'd like to see it. So whenever I come up, I'll look at it. He says, but there's only 2 people I know that are shooting 8x20 film in the U.S. There's him here in Texas and another guy up in Washington State. So it's hilarious. It's just, it's huge. But it had a sheet. It had an actual contact sheet print inside with the thing of the Dallas Skyline, which
cool.
we're going to show later at another time, because a customer took it and fixed it up.
Oh, okay.
And now it's on my. I'm thinking about just putting it as my mask for the store.
Okay.
But
I can't wait to see that. That sounds
yeah.
something cool.
It's, I don't know what area, but it's funny because it's.
And of course, we should be able to
70s.
age how old it is too.
Yeah, because
which buildings are there?
Are being built. There's one building being in the process of being built.
Yeah.
So once you know
once you can figure that one out,
then it's
you can date the picture.
Yeah, but you can definitely see the Mercantile with the flying Pegasus on it. You can see Southland and Sheraton Hotel.
Well, guys, that's essentially going to be it for us.
Yes,
we're just here to have a little bit of fun today.
Yeah.
Hope you all enjoyed.
And thanks for the Twinkie.
And if you've made it this far, please do share, like, subscribe.
Tell a friend.
And just go ahead and leave us a comment down below. What kind of comment we said? Tell us what you're going to shoot if you're going to shoot for Holga.
Yeah, tell us if you're going to shoot Holga Week.
If you're shooting for Holga Week, leave us a comment below. We'd love to hear about it. And essentially, that's all we have
Because last year, he just kind of waited until prints started coming in. And I'm just going to say, well, maybe that's more fun and exciting. But, let's see how many people are getting revved up for it.
Well, we'll definitely give you a better update maybe next time. But before Holga Week starts, we'll probably give you one more great update to let you know how things are going.
Yep, September.
But until then, essentially that's it for us. So
thank you.
See y'all later.
Appreciate it. Take care and rise.
Right. Here's my drink.
Yes,
there you go.
I'm going to take this over.
What?
Those things are expensive.
I don't understand.
Yes, it's expensive.
There's no way both of us can get through.
Nope. Oh, I got to plug everything back in.
Plug it back in. What?
Yeah.
Don't leave that half-eaten Twinkie on the table.
Oh, no, I'll eat it.